Hello, my name is Father Len McMillan, and welcome to Exploring Catholicism. Hello, my name is Father Len McMillan. We're exploring Catholicism, and we're covering the Archangels. Now we're covering the Archangel Gabriel. Now, for me, I have to admit, Gabriel is my angel. I love the angel Gabriel. And Gabriel, his name means God is my strength. And that's kind of strange in one sense, because you always think, if you ask the question, all right, who's the angel whose name means God is my strength? I think most people would answer, it's got to be Michael. He's the strongest. But actually, it's Gabriel. And Gabriel is the angel who's in charge of inspiration and change. So his works include announcing the message of God. He always appears when there's going to be a major shift in humanity. So the angel Gabriel, he inspired change, and he calls people to prayer. He's supposed to know all the languages of the world. And in pictures, if you're ever wondering which one's Gabriel and you're trying to figure it out, he most often is holding a branch. And my favorite story about the angel Gabriel is actually in the prophecy of Daniel, where Daniel is waiting for Gabriel. And Gabriel gives this message about the rams and the goats. The rams are the Medes that are going to attack. The goats are the Greeks and Alexander the Great that will attack as well. But I love when he shows up. He was in Persia. He says, I was in Persia and I was getting attacked by a demon, and I had to call out to Michael to come and give me help. So he gives this prophecy about the coming of Christ to Daniel. And he said he won't appear until the Messiah is born, which I love the fact that the angel Gabriel then appears to Zechariah about John the Baptist to announce the birth of Christ. And Zechariah, he's a priest, but you could tell he has a type of theology that is, I know everything. He's very inflexible, Zechariah. And the angel Gabriel tells him to name his son John, but that goes against how Jews name their children. There's a certain order of how you name your child, and that goes against the order. So anyhow, Zechariah basically gives this message of, oh no, that's not how things work. And when the angel Gabriel says that his wife in her elderly years is going to have a baby, Zechariah says, well, that's just not how things work. And I love where Gabriel says, I am Gabriel. Like, you do not tell me what to do. I'm telling you what to do. So he strikes him mute, so he can't talk. So I always tell the children at this point, if an angel ever appears, never ruffle his feathers. You don't tell angels what the message is. Gabriel tells us what the message is. So he chews out also Zechariah, but he also chews out Daniel because Daniel is misinterpreting everything that he's saying by taking everything literally. And like poetry, when Gabriel speaks, you have to learn how to interpret it. He speaks very symbolically. I also, this is me, whenever I think of Gabriel, I kind of put him in Persian dress because supposedly he loves Persia. But I love the fact that Gabriel is in charge of change. And so his symbols are water, because water symbolizes change. Water is life, but also change. And in the Bible, every time water appears, there's going to be a change. Every time Gabriel appears, there's going to be a change. Sometimes in iconography, you see him with an eagle. That just means he's a messenger of God. Sometimes he's carrying a trumpet. It's the only one of three musical instruments that are ever with angels, but typically Gabriel is holding a trumpet. And in some pictures, there's always not always, sometimes a moon, and that's because his messages are often given in dreams as well. So the moon symbolizes the dream aspect. As I said, he's noted for change, and so he also announces birth and babies. And there's a story I kind of like that of all the angels. He may not be the strongest, that's Michael, but supposedly he's the scariest. Because if you remember, when he announces to Daniel, there's this big kind of drama of the change, that troubles that are coming. And Daniel freaks out, and he kind of cries like a little girl and throws up and passes out, and the angel has to wake him up and give him another message. So he's supposed to be scary, and that's what I liked, is that when he appeared to the Virgin Mary doesn't overact like Daniel. She does question, but not like Zechariah in God can't work that way. Her questioning is, how does God work? Not what God can and cannot do. So if you notice, he always appears announcing change, and maybe that's why he's said to be the most scary, because human beings don't like change. So Gabriel, he's the patron saint of artists and teachers and poets, those who are trying to change humanity. So for me, my favorite angel is Gabriel. If you like today's topic, you can join us in person in the Great Room here at Pope St. Pius. The in-person classes will be longer and have more discussion, so please consider joining us in the Great Room. God bless.